Alright, everyone, versus Z here, and today we're looking at Mudflap, Deluxe Mudflap from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. One of the very awesome, very comedic twins. If you haven't seen the movie, man, you're missing out because these two, the twin kids Mudflap, they definitely deliver the comedic role. Definitely deliver the comedic role, and I mean it. Um, and that just makes me enjoy having the two figures together because they're awesome. They rock out the movie. They're just absolutely funny. Despite their fugly appearance, I mean, whatever. They're supposed to look funny. They're funny. So, yeah, you're just gonna have to see the movie to understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, this figure is awesome. Just as awesome as Skid's. He does have a few points where Skids falls, and he has a few points that fall that Skid makes up for. Skid, I keep calling him Skid. Skids, sorry. Anyway, same Mecha Live gimmick where you press down the grill and then these panels move. Though I think his little giggity thing just is more apparent than Skid's. I mean, he's actually the funnier guy. He's the trash talker. He's the younger guy. He's the trash talker. Skids is the more intelligent, or at least he tries to be the more mature guy. But he's just absolutely funny. Anyway, also on his arm, instead of having his right arm, the huge one, he has the left arm. So what he does is he does have a missile and it shoots perfectly. Also, all these panels here, um, they'll open up. You just have to press down his fist here, and all the panels will move up. It's because of the little tab in there. And I think that should be all in this part. I didn't detail him as much as I did with Skids, but I'll do that later on. The one thing I did like though was the candy paint on him. Like, you see that? I don't know if Skids has that. I'm gonna have to look closer into him, but I will be doing a comparing video of the two, so just look out for that. Anyway, I think that'll be all for now. Let's get to the review, shall we? Alright, so now we got Mudflap in his alt mode, and I think it's another concept car. It's a Chevy Trax, I think. Well, yeah, it is a Chevy Trax, because it even says so back here. I don't know if you can make that out. It says Trax back there. Ooh, excuse me. Anyway, it's really nice. I don't think I kind of like I kind of like Skid's alt mode a lot better than his. His just looks like a crumpled up SUV. It's not even all that big. It's no bigger than Skid's what is it, Chevy Beat. So I don't know what's going on with this car. It's a four-door and it's supposed to be a kind of a compact SUV. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But the one thing I do like about it is the candy paint. Like, there it is. You can kind of catch it, the light bouncing and everything. Another thing is his missile. You can't store it in his arm or anything, but you can store it back here. At first, there's something in there that's keeping you from making it go all the way in. That's about as far as you can go, but you can force it in a little bit farther, and you're gonna have to force it out again as well. It doesn't do much of anything. It just stays there. It kind of just makes him look like he's prairie dogging, if you know what that is. But yeah, he does roll very nice. A little bit more kibble underneath compared to Skids. It barely touches the ground, just barely. But otherwise, he does roll really nice. The Transforming, like I said, it's the exact same thing as Skids, though I find him a little bit easier to work with. So let's do this. Same thing, start with the front wheels, which are his legs. Or, yeah, pretty much. You can untab everything now if you like. It's there anyway. Bring him down, rotate his feet. Same thing here. Now for these panels here, I don't know how Hasbro wanted you to do it exactly, but I like to just make them just go up like that. Because they don't really serve as heel spurs or support for standing. They never do touch the ground. Unless you angle the feet or the legs in a certain way, then they'll touch the ground. But otherwise, his feet are pretty solid. Like, look at them. They're not as small as Skids, and they're not as pointy. They're more solid. They're just basically more solid, and he stands more solid because of the feet. So I just like to do it that way. Anyway, next you could take his arms out. Just bring them both out from underneath. Just rotate him outward. Whoops, sorry. Rotate him outward. Then you want to take this part here pop his head open and snap it into place. And lift it open just outwards for now. You want to bring the door panels up and forward. Well, I guess you can snap his torso into place if you like. But here goes the tricky part again. Same thing. You want to do the where this portion goes inward and this stays out. Though it's a little easier on Mudflap than it is on skids. You just have to work around it a little more. It's just like overall it's easier. Though it wants to struggle. There you go. Okay, and then you take the trunk panel, flip it down, flip everything upwards. Then you're going to rotate it just like skids. And then here's the part that I might mess up again. I'm not sure if I will mess up, but just in case. Okay, so this right here, it's going to hook into this hole, or it's going to hook into one of the. Well, it's going to hook into something. But you just want to make sure that it all just works out. That up. Sometimes these wheels do get in the way. Oh. Here we go. Come on. Don't fight me. There you go. Okay, though I don't find that it holds together as well as skids does, because it kind of just hooks there. It doesn't tab in or anything. It just hooks there. Yeah, for the most part, we're done. Oh, I forgot to mention. I don't know if you noticed, but these panels you have to swing out. Sorry, I didn't mention that. They kind of look like whiskers, and they don't do much. They just get in the way, and you just kind of have to put them into place. They don't, like I said, they don't do anything. They just get in the way, like big time. Anyway, what's going on here? Okay, there you go. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Now you can play with the door panels like however you want them. I'll just do them that way. And for the most part, there's Mudflap. His articulation is just as great as skids. Head will rotate. It's on the ball joint. It'll go back and forward, but you're just going to press this. This thing here, skids, you have to press it down, but for some reason it's on a hinge, and if you do it anyway else, it just looks ugly. And the instructions don't tell you to fold it down anyway, so I think there was an error right there. But you're not supposed to do anything with that, I guess. The arm I find more articulated than skids. Maybe I haven't forced anything out of skids articulation yet, but for him, his arms can go all the way up. Rotate there at the bicep, double jointed elbows on both arms, of course. And then for him, you have articulated fingers for this one, just like skids, except there's a function to it. And you guys already saw the function. Yeah, same thing here. His wrist will rotate. This one won't, of course, but this wrist will rotate all the way. No waist again. Same amount of articulation in the legs, forwards, backwards, in and out. Rotate there at the knee. Bend at the knee at two joints, or at two areas. Anything else I'm missing? No, that's about it. And he doesn't have the knee that swings in and out slightly like Skids does. I think, though, now I realize, I think because Skids had that little bit of articulation, which probably doesn't count or wasn't a given articulation. It probably was just because of the way his leg was made. That's probably why he has a little bit more standing issues. I don't find too many problems with this guy standing and everything, though. If you get him leaning too far back, his backpack is more of a backpack. Like, it's huge. It's bigger than Skids. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, this figure is awesome. Just as awesome as Skids, or you know, even better, or I don't know. I like them both equally. They're both different. I like them both differently and equally, if that makes sense. So if you guys had a chance, pick them both up. I'm not gonna make you choose one or the other, but if you were gonna pick one or the other, I'd say get Mudflap, because he's more of a solid figure. He doesn't stand Okay, Skid is a more solid figure. If you mistransform this guy, things will fall off. Not break off, but things will just fall out. Things will fall out of place. Alright, well, I think that should be all. I definitely recommend you pick up this figure. Get them both if you have the chance. But anyway, this has been a review for Mudflap. Awesome guy. Anyway, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.